What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here. Welcome back to L.A Noire 2017 edition. Moving on to the next murder case. Let's do it.
This pain to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Pretty brutal, man.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
All right, so another victim. Similar style. Come on, Galloway, hurry up, man.
Oil comes from olives.
You know the way. You can drive.
Holy hell, Galloway. Did he seriously open the door? He could have made that easier.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendes.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
All right, guys, we got another one.
Detective, I was first on scene.
You want to speak to me?
Officer, please tell me.
No?
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. A family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
All right, that'd be a horrible sight to see.
Somebody going to tell us what the hell?
I can tell you to shut the loving mother-clucking hens of... what am I saying anymore? I don't know. I literally don't know. My brain was like, dude, get yourself out of that.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Oh, dear. Okay, well, I'm going to check the footies.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Great. Okay, Usually I check all the surroundings before I check the body, so just see what we got in here.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Parent-Teacher Association. Some cash, but I don't think it's...
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
The motive was not robbery, fam jam. Okay. So A, B, and C. Alright, so we'll start with the face. Neck.
Ligature mark is very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Okay. Stomp marks on the chest. What about on the hands? Another forcibly removed item.
What's this mark? A cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
Okay. Now we gotta check the other arm, unless there's something in the midsection. No, we already checked the stomp marks. Oh.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Alright, that's everything. Poor lady.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Muller of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Muller.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
See, that just makes you look lazy when you do that kind of crap. Anyway, my car is way over in the back.
Done.
And start sprinting. Sprint! You're clear of the crime scene, Phelps. Run. Sprint. There you go.
You can drive.
All right, we're going to the Mullers.
Where exactly are we going? Still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Muller?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
Different times, man. That would not fly nowadays with a minor home.
Just sit tight.
All right, we're just actually gonna go to the bedroom first, cause. Oh wait, this is the girl's bedroom. Sorry, the violin. It's beautiful. Not pertinent to the case, though. I believe this was the murder weapon.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
All right, we need one of the shoes. Size 8.
Work boots. Size 8s.
Okay. The lipstick, I think we need. Or no, the watch case. This is a watch case, isn't it?
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Yep. And we got to look for a ring case as well, which is right there. Nothing there.
No sign of a wedding ring.
And that's that. Let's go talk to the girl.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
Poor girl. That's a lot to, like, throw at her.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
I feel like there's more to it than that.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Makes him look pretty guilty, the husband.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, why would she?
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
She knows things.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once.
That's
She
one
said
time
she'd
too
do
many.
him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You have been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
See, the thing is, I don't understand how all these guys are, like, so composed after hearing that news. If it were me, I'd be pretty goddamn upset. You know what I mean? That's me. Maybe, I mean, obviously, if your marriage isn't very good, you know, you didn't really like the person, I guess you wouldn't get insanely upset. I guess it'd be more of a shock. But still, you cared for them once. You'd think that would still warrant some sort of emotion. Anyway.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
How do you not know your shoe size?
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Because you did it. The work boots.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
No, but he ended up having to pick him up.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
No, because your daughter kept phoning.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
I do understand that. But then you got to be careful too, because if you go out driving, you just get annoying idiot drivers. That just makes it worse. You got to find a nice stretch. If you can find a curvy road to really open the taps on it, then that's, you know, a little nice. Oh, that's bliss. Anyway.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
I mean, that sounds right, but he seems sketchy.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose?
Yeah.
Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
It's your goddamn daughter, dude. Honestly, man, like, that shouldn't be an argument. I'm sorry, just stuff like that pisses me off. I'm not a dad, but the thing is, your kids come first, don't they? So, like, even if you worked a 12-hour shift, even, like, you know, I don't give a damn. I'd be up front and center to pick my little girl up from school. Like, I don't... Well, what the fuck do I know? I'm not a parent, right?
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
I'm sorry, but it's not true, god damn it. He's lying.
It is
the
true,
brooch.
Hugo.
The brooch.
You're a violent man.
They bought the brooch.
Try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
No, man, I know that you bought her the brooch because you punched her in the face.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Muller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
1 minute. I want to get Homeboy's car for the collection. This is a Chrysler, isn't it? Old Chrysler? Yes, it is. All right. Anyway. Whoa! Yes, miss?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Muller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Muller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
He's not very smart, this dude.
Step away from the incinerator.
Cut him off.
Don't let him get away.
I'm on him.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Hang on, I'm on him. I'm casing him. Go, 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 go. Oh, come on, man. You can make it. You can make it. You can make it. You can make it. Ugh. And there's that. You dum-dum. You are such a dum-dum. Oh, my God. Like, look at the shoe. It's a bloody shoe.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. and inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't... No one's home and...
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
Call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
That's terrible. It's like...
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Alright, well, let's use the game well real quick. We got a call, and there's something we need to talk about. Badge!
That's the cop who caught her.
Yes, it is.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks for your help.
Alright, that's that. Let's get back in the Popo Lolo car.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564. Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? And send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
Can you drive to this one?
Okay, I thought there'd be something else, so I was just waiting around a little bit.
I'm surprised, you know.
Wait, stop.
I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
All right, let's go have a word with the coroner. Knock, knock, knocking on the morgue's door. How's it going, janitor man?
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
All right. There's also a phone here. It looks like this one, doesn't it?
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
We've got to nail this guy.
Oh, there's plaster here.
The shoe prints?
Oh, there you go.
Size 8s. Very similar to the impressions from the Henry case.
Now, who do we remember got caught in bloody size 8s? I think we have our bird. Okay, if you're finished jawing, we need to get moving.
All right, we're done here. There's also a phone, so we're going to use that. Is the phone in here? It seems like it is. Excuse me, janitor. Police work. There you go.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller has been found in the parking lot adjoining Belmont High School and playing fields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thank you.
Alright, well there's that. We have to go to the high school now. Now that we got everything else. Hop in our car for sure. And get going to the next
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
High school. She just... Oh, wait, I guess you didn't hear the phone call. But I guess there's not much else you could take.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that, the coroners.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You've been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Rusty's implying that the coroner is a... whatchamacallit? He, you know, necrophiliac? Yeah.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Is he violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now. Hey, you!
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
All right, I'm on it. I'll get him. Haul it, haul it. Got the creeper. At least people are very helpful. See, he took the long way. I'm gonna tap X, tap an X. Hold on. He's a little far. Where'd he go? There he is. Come on, man. And I can't pull my gun out. I'm trying to catch him. This is as fast as Phelps will run. Cutting corners. I'm trying to tap X, but I'm not within range. I'm almost there. Tap an X. Tap an X. Go for him. Grab him. No, he's right there. Grab him. Grab him. Got him. Woo. It's quite the run.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
What a sick son of a bitch. There's the brooch right
You're
there.
under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm going to take out my gun, and I'm going to count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
That's one thing that's extreme, like, out of all, you know. Oh, dear.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Here's the rope.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Because he has a Chrysler Airflow. Well, that's that. All right, let's go make a phone call. Come on, fam, run. You can run. Don't be a little bitch. Thank you.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks.
All right, so I guess we're ready to go back to the cop shop.
You can drive.
And we got a couple interviews we
Fine.
got to make.
Where are we headed? I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
All right, guys, so let's go have a little word with our suspects.
Better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
Are they ready?
Mullers in 2 and the perverts in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
All right, well, let's do, wait, where are we going? Over here. I'm thinking.
Boys, you've really come through this time, haven't you?
Right. Okay, well, I think I want to do Mullers first. Mullers in 2, right? Hello, hello.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
We don't have access. We can't be sure of that until it gets tested.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
Yeah, you know a bit more than that. The shifty eye thing is the big giveaway.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the Army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the Army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
And that's what was used, wasn't it?
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
They were in the trunk of the car, dude.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Again, we found it. We have evidence.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Dude, I got a tire iron covered in blood in your wife's trunk.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo.
What make of car do you drive?
Chrysler.
Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
I'm going to leave for now. You can charge him there, but let's get both sides of the story. Let's go to number 1 and interview the rapist, who I don't particularly like. That's the viewing room. Where the hell's interview number 1? I always mix these two up. Interview room 2. Holding room 2. Let's look at the... Because I've never gone to interview room 1 before. Right here.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Okay.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
I don't like this guy. He's sick.
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
You're maybe 5'5", 5'6" tops. And you wear size 11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
You think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I've had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
Yeah, he's shifty about it.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
Bam.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
See, that's the problem. Like, both these things put both men at the scene, but it just seems like this guy's is more believable. You know what I mean? Like, this is more likely the guy to do it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Wow, his face went super straight there.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie, hitch, and braid. It stays tied.
And that's, again, what was used.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Yeah, but look how sketchy he is. See, he's like moving about. Like when he was actually telling the truth, he was just like straight-faced.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
See, here's the thing. Both don't really, like, it's possible that neither of them did it, which is why this whole case is so weird. Like, I'm talking like the whole desk is based on murders kind of like this. You have no choice but to charge one of these guys. So I'm going to charge him since he's a menace to society.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.
Phelps, Galloway, congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
All right. I think that's the thing, man. I didn't feel comfortable charging. I mean, I felt comfortable charging Eli more than Muller because, you know. Anyway, Eli Rooney can expect a warm welcome from Captain Donnelly and the district attorney. So it doesn't necessarily mean he did it. That's the thing, but that's what the story wants us to do. So, like I said, neither of them seem like they did it, but that's what exactly what they want us to think. Anyway, that is going to be it for this case, guys. The Golden Butterfly. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't yet, be sure to like and follow my pages on social media. Those will be down below in the description, and I'll play at the end card of this video. If you're interested, you want to get yourself a shirt or a hoodie, there's a link to my Spreadshirt shop in the description as well. Thank you guys so much again. Take it easy. Have a wonderful day. I'll be seeing you soon for more content, but until then, let's hand things over to Knox Hill. Have a good one, guys.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble, wild and wild on these violent and hit you 8,000. Wait a minute, hold that style. Damn, goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding, tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving, fire back if they ain't vibing. Lie with that, got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us. They gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters, move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is Knox Hill, you damn fools? Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that DanQ. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.